Savage Sage, and welcome back to my playthrough of Breath of Fire 3. In the last episode, we got access to the lighthouse there, and that was pretty neat for us. But actually, in this episode, we're going to start it off by running into the wild a little bit. You could have done this before the whole bide thing if you felt like it. I didn't, so here we're doing it now. We have a couple of enemies that are going to teach us a couple of skills. These are not them, so I'll see you in a minute. Some solid experience though, so that is good. We're just trying to get some levels for Nina and Pico. Pico obviously because he is a little bit lower leveled right now. Bombers, some more solid experience for us. We'll take it. Obviously Pico's a little bit lower level right now, so I'm trying to get his level up. Also learn from some skills from Fall and get some good experience, so that's always good. Nina specifically, I want to gain some levels because her master, Migas, actually has some pretty important spells for us I'd like to learn. Oh my gosh, I'm only getting bombers. Meant to be a grinding montage, but apparently it is. Ryu's level 16 and he learns Shield, which is amazing. That actually cast protects on everybody in your party, so that's a really good spell. That's actually the spell that I'm trying to learn from Yggdrasil with Momo. Pico got another solid level up as always. Look at Nina's intelligence. I mean, we're getting some good levels around here, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for skills specifically, and hopefully we can run into some. Obviously, you saw me grab that item earlier. You get one of those every exclamation point place you go to. Here's Bloodbats. They're not what we're looking for, but they're a new enemy, so we can go ahead and kill them, get some experience for ourselves. Siphon, thank you so much for... That's all they do ever, is Siphon. So if you like that noise and that animation, good for you. If you don't, well, it's a rough time, okay? And they're really hard to hit. They're similar to the nut troops and stuff as far as evasion. We actually got really lucky there and hit them. Decent experience, decent money. They're there. Unfortunately, Jolt isn't strong enough to take them out quite yet, but Nina hopefully will be learning a skill very soon that will be helping us with that. Can we please get one of what I'm running into what I want? Back with, no, Savage Sage, you may not. Let's try going to a different area and see if we have better luck. Just because, one, maybe it'll shift things around a bit, and two, we already got our one item for that exclamation point, so let's go to another exclamation point and look for another item. Might as well get some kind of benefit from doing this, right? Other than the skills we're going to learn. Now, some of these skills that I'm about to get are decent. I mean, you could skip them for the time being if you wanted. But here we go, Lizardman. We've seen one of them earlier, but now we actually want to take them out. Like, well, not take them out. We will eventually, but he has a skill that we want to learn, and actually it's kind of not the easiest thing in the world to learn. I'll give you that. So, we'll start our little fast forward montage until we get it. Dang, he's out of MP. Of course you are, but let's just kill him off. He has Wind Strike, that's what we're looking for. Unfortunately, he used all of his MP shielding and rejuvenating everything and being a pain in my butt this entire fight. Ooh, Pico, get that crit. Nice. Ooh, reprisal, that's not so nice. Alright, decent experience. Yada, yada, yada. Pico's getting his gains. Found a spirit. That's actually a lure for fishing, so we will be interested in that when we get into more fishing. Yes, Pico learned Wind Strike, sick. Finally, he was using it a couple times, so I was like, come on, dude, let us learn it. So that is pretty neat. We do have one other skill that we want to learn around here that can be a little tough to get, but let's go ahead and kill this guy off and be happy that we got Wind Strike. It's pretty much like the same thing as Frost Strike, except wind elemental. So that is pretty neat. It's nice for us to have. It's nice to have the different elemental stuff for bosses and stuff. So, Pico can't. Oh, it was just missing a reprisal. I guess that's acceptable. You can't be missing like that, dude. Oh my gosh. This lizard man is really trying to come for us right now. Is this real life? Is this real life? Goodbye, Sir Lizard Man. It's time for you to get out of here. As you can see, Pico actually has a pretty high reprisal rate, so just something to take note of. Alright, I'm stoked that we got that, and actually I'm kind of happy that we got it for Pico. I don't mind keeping that on him for a minute till we rearrange our skills again. As you can see, Pico's thing is he's an HP take. He already has 99 HP. That's insane. The last skill we want to get is from a new enemy, and we have not ran into them yet, which is kind of interesting. Just some more bats. Because I feel like we're looking for an enemy called a Tricker, and I feel like they're usually pretty common to run into. And they have a really good skill that we're looking for called Flying Kick. There he is, the Tricker himself. We were just talking about you. We would like to get your skill, please. And of course, he's not using it. Oh, there's the skill, Flying Kick. It's an attack based on agility. So if we could get our hands on that, that'd be pretty neat. We'll see how that works out for us. Don't be slicing Nina like that. That's extremely rude. Oh, there we go. Flying Kick and learning it on Nina. Nina actually has really high speed, the highest out of the party right now, so that might not be a bad move for her to have. Heck yeah, Nina. Let's go ahead and have you just attack him with that. Turn the tables on him. I want to see how much it does, too. 14? Hey, that's not bad for Nina. If she's out of AP or something, it takes 0 AP to cast. She's out of AP. That's the move. She can't cast spells or anything. There we go. Perfect. So, that's that. I'm actually probably going to stay in this area until Pico and Nina get one more level, because they're just close enough. And then we will continue on with what we want to do next. Pico ended up getting himself to level 11 before Nina got to her next level, so here's his stats for that. And Nina finally got to level 15 and learned the legendary Typhoon, which is a great spell, especially for the area coming forward for us. So that is pretty neat. Oh, wasn't a new area. Might as well get a popper. That's another lure for fishing. I just wanted to come here real quick because Pico has been gaining some levels, so we just wanted to pick up some skills again if we could grab some. Ho-ho! And go out and get all buff on him. Yep, then we should be able to handle this. We got counter for Pico, so that's pretty good. No, we don't want to put anybody else on there. No. You have another skill for us, or is that it, bud? Let's see. Nope, that's it. So we got counter for Pico. Not bad to have it at this point. Alright, and after all that's said and done, we've learned all of our skills and we're ready to move forward after that. We're going to go ahead and come here because I was a fool. I was desperate for money before the Vine thing, and I sold my Flame Prism. Let's go ahead and just grab 2 of these. Don't ask me why, and we'll just keep on to them. That's fine. And we're going to be taking Pico and Momo with us into the lighthouse. Honestly, 100% honest with you at this point in the game, I would suggest bringing Nina because she has Typhoon and it wrecks a lot of things in this dungeon. And this dungeon can be semi-difficult. That being said, Momo's only level 13 and Nina's already 15, so I kind of just wanted to bring Momo and Pico. They're the lowest levels. We're going to be getting a lot of experience in this dungeon, since it is a fairly longer one. I actually ran back here because I forgot my silly butt. I used a lot of my healing herbs, so let's buy like 30 of those to be safe with that. Let's buy like 20 more vitamins, well, not 20. Let's buy like 10. That's fine. Just to feel safe there. Another thing that I think I want to do, not that it's super pertinent for this dungeon coming up right now, but let's give Momo a flame block shot. And the reason I'm doing this is because under the tutelage of Yggdrasil, she's weak to fire. So hopefully that will help counter that a little bit. Like I said, I don't think there's actually really, there might be one enemy that casts like flare, which is nothing. But, you know, just in case for future reference, because I'm going to forget that she's weak to fire. I'm going to forget that she's under Yggdrasil, so it is what it is. Whoa, Pico, how'd you get pushed into the front there, huh? Nice, those little bats there, nothing. Obviously, Ryu is going to get crazy higher levels than everybody else. But that's okay, because Bunyan has a lot of spells to teach us. So, we're cool with it. We are cool. Actually, we want to come back over here, because up these stairs is the treasure that I was looking for. First off, nope, just kidding. Over here is... Wow, game, you're going to make me have a battle right before I get the chest? Fine, I see how you are. Actually, here's a new enemy, and we have the initiative. The Ghost. We've seen something like this before. They're also weak to Holy, just like the Ghost in Nightingale's Mansion. They're really not much, and these are the one enemies. I think they can cast Flare, but honestly, more notoriously, they cast Sleep all the time. Oh yeah, let's get our chest. It's the third coin. Honestly, you only need like one coin, but that's just in case you've like lost your coin to a Manillo. But if you catch the Manillo like I do, it's a non-issue. Perfect. And the only reason that I really do suggest Nina over Momo here, like especially if it's a first-time player, Momo's great. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on Momo, but Quake, most of the enemies here are floating, so it's not super useful. Where that Typhoon is super useful for that function. There's a couple items down there. We'll have to remember that for later. Just keep that in your back head. In your back head? I'm not sure what that means. Excuse me, but there's actually a chest hiding right there. It's very worth it. It's a mithril shield. Whew. So let's go ahead and give that to our boy Ryu. But look at this. Let's take a quick little status check here. Pico's 5 levels lower than Ryu, but he has higher HP than anybody. His power, it's still a work in progress, but his defense is pretty high up there. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a fan of Pico. He ends up turning into quite the bulky boy, and I'm a fan. Lots of like little thunders, or what are the other guys even called? I forget the blue ones that taught us charge. It doesn't matter. They cast jolt on themselves, they power up, you kill them, it's fine. Sometimes you get in big groups, and that can be an issue. Oops, Momo kind of took a fall in that battle. That's an issue. Ryu got to level 17 though, so that's pretty cool. Sorry, Momo. We'll just have to give you a quick little heal. Actually, let's just use all these healing herbs that we have. But what sucks is that does lower her max HP. So let's go ahead and do the attack form, just so then hopefully Momo has a less percent hit chance of getting, like a smaller percent chance of getting hit. So the benefit of Momo in this dungeon specifically is she can, oh my gosh, if I can aim, she can bust down these barrels. It gives you a shortcut a little bit earlier that we skipped, but you would skip the coin, so I don't know why you'd necessarily do that. I always thought there should be something there, but there's not. But you could if you wanted. There is something up here, though. I'm pretty sure it's skilling. Oh, Swallow Eye. Starts with an S. That was close enough. Close enough for me. all these enemies weren't floating as much, Momo would have a much easier time just quaking them and moving on with our lives, but that's not the case, so it's very unfortunate. Always kind of thought that there should be something there. There sure isn't. Or right over here, but no. I guess not all the corners can have treasures, but whatever, game. But this corner sure does. I'm pretty sure this one does. Am I a liar? Oops. There's another item somewhere around here that I'm thinking of. Those little thunders, they're really not even worth our time. They give us like, what, 6 experience? No thanks. Is it over here? No, but this would be a great place for a treasure. Huh, I don't know what I'm thinking of, but now we can officially enter the lighthouse, which has some interesting music. So, that's pretty cool. There's a couple ways to go here. We're not going to go to the right until the very end. That's actually the end of the dungeon, but you don't really know that at this point. Let's go down over here first. A lot of the same enemies here, but Momo got to level 14 pretty sick. She learned Confuse, always nice for us to have. I don't actually personally end up using Confuse too much. I do occasionally use the sleep spell, depending when I'm battling, but Confuse isn't as helpful. We're going to want to go ignore those switches for now. Remember out here where we saw a bunch of chests just chilling, just hanging out, having a good time? Well, it's time to get those. Flame Chrism, Flame Chrism, and Flame Chrism. So there's 3 Flame Chrisms there, so making us have 5 total, which your boy might need, because there's something coming up, obviously using those Flame Chrisms. That's why we have so many, and it's kind of, it requires timing, and I'm not the best at timing sometimes, and so I just want to be able to have some really solid chances. It's not the end of the world if you saw the Flame Chrism like I did earlier and you only have these 3 chances, because really you could always save, reload if you wanted to, and it's not the worst thing in the world. For some reason I really did struggle with it as a kid, but as an adult it's not nearly as much of a struggle. Hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, because that will be put to the test in this dungeon, so we'll see that. There's also a chest hanging out right over here hiding from you. It's the Dream Ring, which is actually super useful. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on Ryu, because it makes it so you don't fall asleep, protection against sleep, and we hate the sleep status. I don't need Ryu doing that, especially like say he's in dragon form or something. No thank you. The room we actually want to be hanging out in is right here. So let's switch to Miss Momo. I don't think you have to switch to Miss Momo, but it makes sense. So we can read this sign, I guess. Opening the main valve. 1. Wait for the curve on the pressure to craft to stabilize. 2. When the pressure hits the apogee of the center of the grass, pull the lever. 3. If there's not enough pressure, or if it's not stabilized, the boiler will stop. Place another chunk of ore in there and start over. So pretty much we stick Flame Chrism in here. Do you want to put some more in? Yes. So that costs us 1 Flame Chrism. Then we come to this switch, and it does this, like, you'll see, like this pulse thing. And we need to hit that pulse as soon as it aligns and hits that top button. That, like, top line there, you see, like, 1, if you're looking at the graph, go 1 down in the middle red line. When it hits that and it kind of flashes all those points, as you can see, all the directional points, we want to hit it right when it hits that bad boy. So let's see if I did it. First try. No way. I've never done that first try. Wow, we did it. So, sick, guys. Wonderful. That actually worked out way better than it usually works out for me anytime ever. But so look, the power is on. So pretty much at this point, you're going to follow that power because there's other switches that opens it up to other valves throughout the lighthouse. Because as you remember, our main mission here is to fix the lighthouse. So we will do that. Like I said, I usually have trouble with that. I'm actually very impressed that we got that one try. Now we have 4 Flame Chrism to just sell if we feel like it. I'm okay with that. We're honestly not... There's one enemy around here that's incredibly annoying, and I have yet to run into him, which is really good for us. So as you can see, that leads to a dead end over here. Let's go check out this area. Nice. Pico's getting close to level 12. He's getting really close to being like a contender, which is going to be... Oh, actually, I still want to use items. I don't know, I keep going there. But he's going to be a contender here soon. I mean, he's getting close to levels. He's getting close to where we're at, and I appreciate that from him all the time. There's a chest over here if you want to grab. This is the scaling I was thinking of earlier. I knew it was around here somewhere. Then we want to walk over here. Here's the enemy I was talking about, this Spectre. What makes this guy so annoying is he has really high defense, if I remember, and he uses Depress, which is pretty much going to steal all of our AP. It's actually literally the worst. Look at that. Took like 5 AP from all of us. He's a jerk. We hate him, and I want to kill him as fast as possible. So we're going to do that. Nice. Good slash rule. 50 experience for him and 75 Zenny for each one, so I guess you can't complain. And they are on the ground, so Momo can actually hit them with Quake, so if you do get into a group of them, and that's something you feel like doing, you know, it might be worth it. Nice, Pico got to level 12, some good stats for him as always. I mean, he's always getting absolutely wild stats. We are a big fan of him. So, you know you've completed the dungeon when you've done all the switches, the power is up, and then you can see this lizard from standing over here. This is your chance to kind of take a look at yourself, say, do I need to heal? Do I need to take care of myself? Do I need to check my equipment? Let's take a minute to do that. I think we're set for everyone for the most part. As far as AP healing stuff goes, do I have anything? I don't think I do. The Black Porgy heals 20 AP. We'll keep that in mind. And I really wasn't planning on fighting this boss this episode, but I think we have enough time because we're at like 30 minutes recording, but I feel like I have a lot of stuff to cut out while we were looking for skills at the beginning. So I'm willing to bet that we have time for him. That being said, I think we have a pretty okay team to take him on. He can be challenging. This boss can be challenging. There's something here. Yes, there sure is. What is that? It's so cute. I don't know if I'd say that's cute, Momo. You okay thing? What is it? It looks alive, but it's not moving. Well, whatever it is. It doesn't look harmful, does it? I mean, I guess it is chilling. Not that I disclosed that it was a boss already or anything. Hello? Yeah, this isn't the kind of boss you were thinking of. Yeah. I'm not sure why. Now that I think about it, it's not cute at all. I agree with you, Momo. But this is Gazer. Like I said, he can be a pretty tough boss at this point in the game. Let's go ahead and get Protect on Ryu because he is up front. He's going to be running into most of it. Dang, I really should have put Steel on Pico, but I didn't. So let's go ahead and use Focus. Let's go ahead and steal a couple times with Ryu. He just has a Wisdom Fruit to steal, so it's not like the end of the world if I don't steal it, but that's always a really good item to have on us. And worst case scenario, it is a good sell, as we've seen here in the past. How do not be doing that hypnotized stuff to Ryu. Wow, Ryu, you fell for that? I didn't think you would fall for that, my Ryu man. Ooh, he got a good dang critical on that man, though, so that's kind of scary, actually. Let's see. Let's see if we can do something for Ryu. It doesn't look like it, short of Momo shooting him. Which is something we might have to do. Momo, give him a shot. Oh. Yep, that actually hits all three of us, so that works out for Ryu. Sorry, Ryu, we were gonna shoot you. It's fine. Please ignore Momo for her folly. It's all good. Of course, he had Protect on him, so it's fine. Let's get Protect on you. Let's get Pico going that and Steel. Let's see if we can get this Wisdom through, because we didn't even get a chance to do it a second ago. That can be hurtful, for sure. Wow. Way to go, just kill Momo like that. We'll bring her back. Pico, and you're missing. Like, we're having a bad start. Couldn't steal anything, so that's pretty sick. Alright, let's bring Miss Momo back. Where's our Harmonias? Where they at, dogs? There they are. Let's Bring her back. Ryu, steal one more time, and if I don't get it, I'm not pressed about this wizard fruit. I am pressed that this boss is actually semi-difficult, so that's more what we'll focus on here. I don't know if the wizard fruit is hard to get necessarily or not, but... Oh, we grabbed it. Sick. So we got the wisdom fruit. Awesome that we have that under our belts. Momo still doesn't have rejuvenate, unfortunately, so we're going to be... Oop, wrong button. Just using items for the most part with her. Let's go ahead and focus with you. And Ryu, now that you've done that, let's do our Ascension. So there's a couple new things that we can do with Ascension since we have a couple new Genes, Frost, and Thunder. The best thing that you can honestly do at this point is all three of them. You'll have a really strong elemental magic-based dragon that can... Oh, don't kill Momo, please. You're rude as hell. Sucks that he keeps killing Momo. I'd like to use her to heal, please. But at least we got our dragon rolling, so let's do the annoying thing and Ammonia Momo again. But then with Ryu, see you have Flame Breath, Frost Breath, Thunder Breath, Dragon Breath, Snap, and Restore Form. It's all based on your HP. Let's show off Thunder Breath for a little bit because I think that looks the coolest. Hopefully you're doing this I-Beam to Ryu and not Pico, please. Oh, rude as hell. Pico can get a nice reprisal off on that though, so that's pretty okay. Alright Momo, we're really hoping for the best for you here. We're trying to pull for you. Thunder Breath looks sick as hell. Only 65 though. Honestly, it's better to use physical attacks with these dragons, but I just wanted to show this dragon off. Maybe this isn't a battle to be doing stuff like that, but you know how I am. That's just how it is. So let's do a little healing. And honestly, let's just freaking attack with the dragon. I think he'll do more. Dude, do you have to do that attack every time Momo's back? Like, come on. And of course, Momo's not getting lucky with like getting a thing up or anything. 197 is way more solid damage. Now, here's the thing. Before bringing Momo up, I'm actually going to use that Black Corgi on Ryu and just keep attacking, because that's our solid damage. I would like to keep Momo alive if possible, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. Our poor little Momo. I don't feel that bad for it. Does that make me bad? I'm not sure. Alright, hopefully we can get lucky and you not just use the same move always that you do when we bring Momo back. Like, use the I-Beam more, dude, or Hypnotize, or anything else. Wow, you did 0 to the dragon. Dragon Ryu doesn't give two shits about you, that's just how it is. But yeah, like I said, this battle can be challenging. Honestly, when I'm playing normally, not trying to get everybody's skills and get everybody the same solid levels and all that good stuff, I would bring Nina and Gar at this point, because Gar is usually a pretty good level. Nice, Momo, you finally went first. You actually get a chance to live. And Gar is usually pretty strong, can defend himself at this point in the game. And Nina's going to have really good spells, and Ice Blast can do really good against Gazer here. So that's a suggestion. You can definitely go with this strat. As you can see, we beat Gazer. It's nothing too difficult, but it can be hard. 500 experience. Dang, I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get a level from that. 1,000 Zenny. So that's pretty dang cool. And that's the boss of the lighthouse. So in the next episode, guys, we're going to be climbing up to the top of this lighthouse, and we're going to be trying to fix whatever we can fix, because apparently this stuff's broken. So, we'll be doing that in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Breath of Fire 3. Make sure to smash that like button, show your support for the series. The support always means so much, guys. I appreciate it every single time. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already so you can see more content like this, and I will see you in the next episode.